Hi, and welcome to the Cheeseverse, where we get to explore our love of cheese. It's a virtual cheese camp where we learn a little about each cheese and then get to play with our food in our grilled cheese experiments. Today's cheese is Manchego, one of my personal favorites. I first tasted it while studying in Granada in Spain, so I always get a little nostalgia kick when I get to eat it back in the US. Manchego is a popular cheese from the La Mancha region of Spain. It's made from sheep's milk and is a semi-soft cheese with a waxed rind. I've always considered the rind to be too hard to eat, and since it turns out it's a waxed rind, it's inedible. It has a fairly thick rind with a distinct basket weave pattern on it. Manchego is sold at various ages, and its flavor and consistency change with them. Semi-curado is a young Manchego aged for about 3 months. It's softest at this age and has the lightest color. The flavor is said to be fruity and grassy. I'll be honest that it's been quite a long time since I've had this one, so I'm going to take it on trust right now. Viejo has been aged for a year. It's supposed to be crumbly with a sweet flavor. I personally found it to be too strong for me since my favorite is the curado. So the curado, which is the one I have here, has been aged for 6 months. I love this cheese. It's fairly firm, but still quite creamy. Once it's been allowed to come to room temperature, it even slices smoothly. At 6 months, Manchego starts getting a nutty flavor and sometimes a little crystallization. I've read that sheep's milk cheeses tend to be on the milder side, but I think Manchego Curado has a distinct flavor. It's strong enough to enjoy by itself, but mild enough to blend well with fruit or other items you might pair it with. I think it would make a great addition to a cheese board because it pairs well and won't overpower other cheeses. If you're setting up a cheese board from mildest to strongest, then Manchego might be a nice place to start. It's sometimes called a gateway cheese because it's very palatable, in that it's easy for many to enjoy it and less shocking than something like a strong blue. Manchego's become fairly popular in the United States, so it's been easier to find it locally. My husband used to order Manchego from Spain for me as a Christmas indulgence, but now I can just pick it up at the local fancy Kroger. You know, the Kroger with the wine tastings. The cost was $14.99 per pound, or around 94 cents per ounce at Kroger. I spent a little over $5.50 on my wedge. I don't think I could have had it freshly sliced, but I'll be honest that I didn't ask either. It was grab-and-go Manchego. While Manchego pairs well with a lot of things, I think it shines when paired with fruit. If you have a chance to pick up membrillo, which is a paste made from quince fruit, give it a go. It's a real treat to have some with Manchego. If you shop in large grocery stores which are hit and miss on their cheese selections, like what I have available to me, you might be able to find it in a little tub of reddish-orange paste near the cheese counter. Before we finish up, here's a little Manchego trivia. Queso Manchego was registered in 1996 for Protected Geographical Status under the Protected Designation of Origin, or PDO scheme. This means that even if it walks and talks like Manchego, it can still only be called Manchego if it was made in La Mancha in Spain. A similar cheese not produced in La Mancha would be called a Manchego-like cheese, but it couldn't legally be named Manchego. Okay, so the last part of our review is to check in with the Pitbull Taste Test Team and see what they think of Manchego. Today's tester is Bo. Let's see what he thinks. Hello. Oh. Tasty? Yeah? Sit. Paw. Good boy. There you go. Well, I cheated a little bit on this one because I already know that Manchego is one of Bo's favorite cheeses. It was one of the first I shared with him after we rescued him. I hope you enjoyed this virtual cheese tasting and mini lesson. You can find the references I used for research in the video description. If you'd like to see how well, or not, this cheese and others melt, check out my grilled cheese experiments videos. If you'd like to chat about cheese on social media, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Cheeseverse. Till next time, eat well and stay cheesy.